Hey babes, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I am Jay. Happy Barbie week, guys. The Barbie movie is officially out, and I am claiming this week as my Barbie week because all my content that I will be uploading for this week is all Barbie themed. Okay, so get ready. And today I decided to go ahead and do this Barbie look, all pink everything. I created this look, I got dressed up for it, and I had so much fun. So without further ado, let's just get the chit chat and get right into it. Okay, so of course we're gonna start off with a fresh clean face. Yes, the skin is skinning, and we're gonna jump right into the brows. And for my brows, I'm gonna be taking a brow pencil and just filling them in. I love getting my eyebrows threaded, y'all. I recently got them threaded again, and I had went back to waxing, and let me tell you, I don't think I ever go back to waxing again. Like, threaded is where it's at. It lasts longer and it looks much cleaner. And of course, to clean up my brows, I'm using my Too Faced concealer. Yeah, I don't know how long I had those Too Faced concealers that I had, the bonus with concealers. I had those forever. I don't remember ever rebuying it. I think this time is the first time that I bought another one in like the past 2 years. I'm not even gonna lie. But anyway, finally I got another one. This concealer has me in chokehold. I can't get rid of it. So I'm taking a flat brush and I'm outlining my eyebrows with that. For my bays, I've been here, y'all. Let's get into this skin. So I've been on my banish journey, my microneedling journey, for about 2 weeks now, and I feel like I can already see a difference under my eye. Like, you guys know I constantly talk about my under eye area and how that loss of fat is there and I want it filled in, yada yada yada. But even if you look at my face right here, if I will move my hands out the way, thank you. If you look at my face, do you see my under eye area? Like, it's bright, it's even, doesn't look so dark, and it looks like it's definitely getting plumped under there. Now of course the banish is also for my acne scars, and as I'm looking at the video right now, I can honestly say that my skin just looks smoother. Like, I don't really see those dents as much as I did. Of course they're still there because I'm only 2 weeks into my journey, but as far as it working, I already see a difference. Like, I'm not even lying. It's not even like no type of placebo effect. I totally see it working, especially on the side. You guys see the side of my face? I can't wait till my 8 weeks to see how far I've come. Moving on, I'm going to be taking my P. Louise base. Now, I was going to go ahead and use a white base and a hot pink base and all that stuff that I do. But number one, that box of bases was too far for me. And number two, this one was right here. Number three, this is all you need anyway. Remember, I always say that you don't need all those bases. This is the one that matches my concealer. So, it works perfectly fine for any color eyeshadow. And now I'm jumping right into the eyeshadow. And the first color that I'm laying down is a hot pink eyeshadow, very bright, more on the red side of an eyeshadow. I laid that down as my first color because the colors that I'm going to be blending into it are a lighter pink and a purple. I wonder if there is anyone out there who has ever tried to use the skin tone P. Louise bases as concealer, because this is mine. But if you guys are familiar with these, they come in every concealer, I want to say skin tone. They come all the way from tans and nudes to dark brown. So I want to know, has anyone ever tried to use this as a concealer? If you did, let me know and tell me how it went, because makeup is universal, but for eyeshadow base, I don't know, kind of skeptical about that. So if you tried it, let me know. Even if it's just on top of the eye, let me know how it came out. Now, when I was trying to get some inspiration for a Barbie look, guys, it's like a signature to do a winged eyeshadow, to really wing it out there with everybody's Barbie look. So I'm like, you know what? This is what it's going to be. We're going to do a winged hot pink eyeshadow. So I went ahead and dragged the eyeshadow all the way out by my eyebrow. Now, for my base that have been here, you guys know how I always say that I'm going to take a black eyeshadow to give that cut crease more depth. Well, since it's a Barbie look, guys, I did not want any black eyeshadow in there at all. I wanted to keep it very colorful and bright, so I was like, what can I use? So that's why I decided to go ahead and use the purple, because no, it isn't black, however it's still dark and it's still gonna blend but yet contrast with that high pink eyeshadow to go ahead and give me that depth and the cut crease that I'm looking for. Now, I'm not gonna lie, y'all know I'm always gonna keep it 100 with y'all. The amount of eyeshadow that I used to go ahead and create this look was insane, y'all. Like, the eyeshadow was just coming out so blotchy, and I couldn't figure out why. And I know it wasn't the eyeshadow because that eyeshadow palette is on point. I know it wasn't the base because that base is on point. So I came to the conclusion that, oh my gosh, it was my brushes. Like, after like completing the eyeshadow look and really thinking about how I had to like really pull the color on my eyebrows, I mean on my on my eyes, it was definitely the brushes, y'all. It's time for me to go makeup brush shopping, so stay tuned for my makeup brush haul. But as you guys can see, I'm like, I keep layering the eyeshadow over and over. I keep lifting up my brow to try to get it because I'm like, what is going on with this eyeshadow? Like, but I knew like it wasn't the eyeshadow because that eyeshadow is, please, all right, that has me in a chokehold just like my Too Faced concealer. But of course, every time, what do I say, I made it work. So I'm just really packing on that eyeshadow even though it is blotchy. Once I'm packing it on and I'm blending it out, everything's gonna fall nicely together. And not only that, y'all, as I'm blending my eyeshadow, I noticed that I made a mistake and I didn't map out where my wing would be, which I should have. So as you can see, I'm bringing that purple eyeshadow up even higher because I'm gonna go ahead and cut most of that off. Like, most of that's gonna get wiped off. And I was like, oh my gosh, the eyeshadow is blotchy. I didn't wing it how I was supposed to. Now I gotta lift up the purple eyeshadow, which means I gotta lift up the pink eyeshadow. So I was already frustrated right here, but I knew already, I know me, and I know that I'm able to fix any and everything. And like I said, I always leave my mistakes in here so you guys can see. Like, it doesn't matter if somebody was a makeup artist for X amount of years or they just the best in the world. Like, everybody makes mistakes. It's about how you fix it, how you pull it together. So I'm just using my finger as a guide, you know, so I can place the eyeshadow in place. I used to draw on a line with like a white or really light eyeliner, but I noticed that I don't need that. Like, I draw my wings on so much, it's a part of me. Like, I know exactly where they land. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I already laid down the eyeshadow. And now I'm taking my Owling, which is a makeup melting balm, and I love to use this not only to remove my makeup, but to also go ahead and help me get the sharpest cut crease ever, to remove all that eyeshadow and melt it right off, so those colors are not like blending into my other eyeshadow. No colors are mixing. Like, it helps so much. I love it. And not only that, it cleans up nice, y'all. It cleans up very nice. Like, I know my eyeshadow looks a little bit, you know, blotchy right now and kind of crazy, but you gotta trust the process because when everything falls together well, you guys seen the beginning of the video, you've seen the look already, so period, I ain't gotta say much. But yes, like, once you get everything together, cut the crease, the Albaline sharpens up that, like, everything falls together. Like, you really do have to trust the process. Jumping right into cutting my crease, now I'm going to be using my P. Louise paints, and I love these guys. They say that you can use these by itself, but I like to go ahead and put eyeshadow on top of them. Now again, the eyeshadow that I put on top of this was blotchy, but I believe, again, that's because of my brushes. So stay tuned, y'all. I'm really going to do a brush makeup haul, and I'm going to buy a ton of new brushes. Now, I've stopped doing the lookup method when it comes to my cut creases. Number one, I feel like I just know my eyes so much. Number two, one of my eyes are like slightly rounder than the other one. Like, they're both almond shaped, but one is just slightly rounder than the other one. And when I do the lookup method, it turns out like they just uneven because one of my eyes are, you know, kind of rounder than the other eye. So that's why I just draw them on instead of doing lookup method, because it will go where it naturally, the crease naturally is, and we don't want that. So I'm taking that base and that paint, excuse me, and I'm dragging that all the way out. Same with the eyeshadow. Like I said, I'm doing a very sharp wing eyeshadow look. And guys, I'm telling you, if you know how to do a wing eyeliner, don't be afraid to do like a sharp cut crease. You'll know how to do a sharp cut crease. It's the same exact method. The only thing is that you fill it in even more. And I felt like I really did lose a lot of that purple while I was drawing on my cut crease. So I went ahead, I took a small eyeshadow brush, and I, as neatly as I can, added that purple eyeshadow a little bit back, hoping that I didn't drop any inside of the white, and you know, everything was good. I didn't. So then I'm taking a white matte eyeshadow and I'm packing that right on top of the paint. Again, you don't need to use these with eyeshadow. These are paints. You can go ahead and use them by yourself. I'm just extra, and I didn't want white anyway. Like I said, like, I wanted this to be a really light pink. I didn't have the pink that I was looking for, which is why I'm mixing eyeshadow. That's why I laid down the white eyeshadow first, so I can go ahead and put the pink on top of it. And I was about to go ahead and do my eyeliner, and then I remembered, oh my gosh, I don't want white. Like, how could I almost forget that? So now, as you guys can see, I have this really, really light pink color, and I'm laying that right on top of the white, so it becomes the perfect, like, it's almost white. It's like a peachy pink, kind of like the shades I have on my head, but a little bit lighter, and that's the perfect pink that I wanted. I'm so happy that I created this color. So yes, I'm packing that down into place, and now I have the eyeshadow color that I wanted, and I'm so happy. And now we can go ahead and do the eyeliner. So the eyeliner that I use is the NYX eyeliner. I also use the Inglot one. If you're not new here, you know my Inglot gel liner. But for some reason, it's just something about a liquid liner with a brush that does it for me. Like, it makes it so easy for me to go ahead and draw on my wing. Now, I do sometimes draw on my wing, and then what I'll do is I'll take my gel liner and go over it. But for some reason, when I just use a gel liner, it just comes out too wide. Like, the NYX eyeliner is perfect. I love the brush. I really dislike those eyeliners that come with the sponge inside. It just leaves your eyeliner very blotchy. Like, it just, listen, no other eyeliner does like the NYX liner, and when I love something, I'm gonna stick to it. And of course, before we do the one eye, we're gonna go ahead and do to the next. Okay, so we got both eyes done. So now it is face time, no pun intended. So first we're gonna start off with this primer from Fenty. This is the Fenty Filter Primer. I had this primer, guys. I bought this at the same time as the Milk Primer, and I kind of been using the Milk Primer and like other primers, and I kind of let this one sit. And the way my foundation came out, guys, I don't know if it's my skin from, you know, my acne scars healing and stuff, or it was this primer, but something just had my face on point. Like, it was very, very smooth. It could have been my under eye area filling in, but I don't know, it was something about this makeup look that I was like, something looks smoother than usual. So I am going to go ahead and use this Fenty primer again, just so I can see if it was the primer that did that. Now, just because I said that my under eye areas are getting plump, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna sleep on my color corrector. So I'm adding my color corrector under my eye. I'm using my LA Girl Pro color corrector. Guys, I think I officially lost that Revlon one that I had for centuries. If I find it, you already know I'm gonna use it, but I don't know where it's at. So right now we're using LA Girl Pro, and the way my face is looking out, it's looking like sooner or later I'm not gonna need as much. Like, I don't even need as much now. I do it because I just like an extra highlight under my eye to give me that lifted effect. If you want a lifted effect, trust me, put down a color corrector under where you highlight with your regular concealer. For foundation, I am taking my Too Faced foundation, and I mixed that with a little bit of my She Glam foundation, excuse me. Yeah, I usually mix this with my Huda Beauty foundation that was nowhere to be found. And guys, you know what else is nowhere to be found? My Real Techniques blending brush, the Instapop face brush. I use that for my face all the time, 24/7, but for some reason it was nowhere to be found. I actually know where one is, but you know, one of my fellow friends decided to chew it up. One of my fellow friends with 4 paws decided to chew up that brush, so I need another one. And then not only that, guys, I couldn't find like any like clean foundation brush, so I used a sponge, and I forgot how valid a sponge is to do your makeup. Yes, it did soak up a lot of product, and I did have to add on more than one layer. I never noticed how like medium coverage the Too Faced foundation was by itself, because the Huda Beauty makes it full coverage. So I did have to add on layers, but it still blended out flawlessly. So it could have been the photo filter primer, but it also could have been this makeup sponge. I would have to use both separately to see what it was that had my skin looking so smooth. Moving on to my favorite step, which is highlighting. I'm taking my Too Faced concealer, and I am highlighting with that. Like I said, I just bought a new fresh bottle. I'm in love. Listen, I will use these forever. You hear me? Forever. I will use these forever and ever, ever. I love this concealer so much. Look at the foundation. Do you guys see what I mean? Look at that foundation. First of all, I know when y'all was just watching, y'all was probably like, ooh, that's not her color. Like, I don't know what it is about my skin, y'all, but my foundation oxidizes like 99% of the time. So when I do use a foundation that like matches, let's say, my hands or something, because my hands are darker, it just gets darker as I let it sit, and I'll be like, okay, well now this is too dark. And when I set it with like setting powder, it'll get too dark, and I'm like, okay, well now this is not my color. So listen, half a shade lighter, let it oxidize. I promise you, it'll look good on you. So yes, now I'm taking my concealer. I'm also blending that out with a sponge. Do you guys see what I mean? Look how flawless it is. It could be the sponge, it could be my skin, it could be the primer, or it could be a good combination of all three. And now I'm taking my Huda Beauty setting powder, and I'm setting under my eye with that. And some of my babes already know what time it is, y'all. Do y'all know what time it is? It is crunch time, okay? You wanna know why it's crunch time? Because of course, what happened? My camera started dying. So now I'm trying to beat the camera, you know, trying to hurry up and do my face. So we're gonna speed through these last like few steps of my face. So I'm pressing my Kunafa powder in with a sponge, and y'all, I'm telling you, it was just looking so smooth. It could be the sponge, the skin, the primer, or it could be all three. Either way, I'm loving the way this look turned out. Yes, and now I am taking my YSL pressed powder, and I'm doing kind of like the newer highlighting method that everybody does. You know what I noticed, guys? I didn't do the double highlighting method in this video, but it's all good though. The look still came out flawless, you know. And my eyes are like plumped more under eye, as I've been saying, so I probably don't even need to do that anymore. Let's see. But anyways, yes, I took my YSL powder and I set that right underneath my eye just to give my eye a more lifted and bright effect. Speeding through, we are now contouring. I'm taking my Fenty bronzing powder. I always say contouring, but it's like, am I contouring or am I bronzing? I guess we could say I'm bronzing. I don't really contour my face. All the time I've been saying contour, but I guess it's like the same thing, you know? It's like making your face look more snatched. But anyway, yes, we can go ahead and say that I am bronzing. So I took my Fenty bronzer and I took a Real Techniques brush, and I'm just buffing that into exactly where I want it to be bronzed at. Yeah, until I feel like I can find a bronzer that's like dark enough for me, or there are bronzers that's dark enough for me, of course, but they always have like this ashy gray undertone. For some reason, this Fenty bronzer is the only one that I feel like has like a very warm yellow golden but also red undertone. I dislike how gray and ashy some of these bronzers for dark women look. Like, it's just not giving. And now I'm just adding a little bit of highlighter to my cheekbones, and I'm contouring my nose, or bronzing my nose I should say, with that same Fenty bronzing powder. And we're wrapping it up, and now we're gonna go ahead and do the lips. So of course I took my classic brown lip liner just to go ahead and outline my lips, or eyeliner. I don't know which one this is, y'all, but y'all know I use the eyeliner more than a lip liner on my lips because it has that classic brown color. But since this is a Barbie look, guys, I could have just went with my classic pink nude lip. You guys know how I love a good, just a slightly pink gloss lip, but I wanted to do it big and bold and pink. So what I did was I took these two eyeliners. Yes, these are eyeliners from Beauty Creations. One that was fuchsia, and then one that was more of a hot pink. No, fuchsia and hot pink are not the same colors. Thank you. So yeah, I took those two. I took the fuchsia one and I put it on like the outer corner of my lips, and I did that at all four corners, really getting it in there, making sure that the color stays on my lips. And then I went ahead and I took the hot pink one and I kind of laid it next to it, but I did it more in the middle. And the reason why I did this is because I just wanted a nice bold pink lip. And for brown people, you know, dark people, when you do like a pink lip and you don't outline it or ombre it in, it just doesn't look right, even though it's a Barbie look. So I could have just went with it. I was just like, no, like, you have to, in my opinion, you have to use like a brown lip liner, or even, you know, a darker pink to go ahead and, you know, create that ombre effect, so it doesn't look too just out there like you're looking crazy. So as you can see, you see what I mean? Like, you take those darker colors and you just ombre it out, you know, same way you would with the brown lip liner. And I of course topped that off with a bubblegum pink lip gloss. And don't think that is being left there, okay guys? I left that concealer on my nose because I love for it to settle in so that I can have a nice sharp line going down my nose. And now I'm just gonna go apply my lashes and be right back. And hi Barbie, here is the final look, you guys. I'm so in love with it. I know I say that about every look, that I had so much fun doing this, but I really did had a lot of fun doing this, y'all. Like, I don't know, like for me, it's not only about makeup for me. I also love dressing up when I do these looks. So of course, me being a pink fanatic, y'all, I love this. Like, I love seeing all the Barbie marketing and everybody dressed up in pink and everything Barbie. Like, it was overwhelming for me in a good way. So I really adore this, y'all. And of course, we're not gonna stop here. Like I said, this is Barbie week for us, you guys, which means that all week you guys are going to be getting Barbie content, straight Barbie content. Okay, try on hauls, other Barbie makeup looks, like shorts, videos, YouTube, all of that, pictures, all of that. So stay tuned for my Barbie week, okay, you guys. Like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that you can get notified every single time that I upload. Also, make sure you guys go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Jaiye.Pierre and on TikTok at Jaiye.Pierre_. If for some reason you don't have TikTok or Instagram, I'm going to leave a list right here on the screen of every single social media platform that I have. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow me on each one that you have, and I will check you guys in my next video, okay? I love you, baes. Bye.